Being organized doesn't come naturally to me. It's something I really have to work out. And because of that, I have a very good system in place that helps me stay organized as a mom. And those are the tips I will be sharing with you guys in this video. And I hope you enjoy watching this video. Please, if you do not forget to give it a big thumbs up, my darlings. Welcome to another interesting video. Hi guys, welcome back to another interesting video. Yes, so another interesting video on motherhood. So if this is your first time of coming across this pretty face, if this is your first time of clicking on my video, you are welcome to Becky the Mommy's channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I mean, as my new viewer, you are welcome. I really do appreciate you, okay? And I would love you to join my family. Yes, so I would appreciate you join this beautiful, lovely Becky the Mommy's family, okay? By clicking on the subscribe button. It is not expensive. I mean, it costs nothing. Please join the family by subscribing to my channel, and once you do that, do not forget to tap on the notification icon bell. You know why? So you don't get to miss each time I drop a new video. I show up in this channel, I show up in my channel every week, okay? Every week I drop a new video, so you would definitely love it. Yeah. Now, to my return viewers, to my return subscribers, my MVPs, you guys are always supportive. Thank you. God bless you all. I really do appreciate. Okay, now let's get into what today's video is all about. You've already seen the title and the thumbnail. Okay, now we are going to talk about the organized mom. Whenever I have to talk about motherhood, I'm not talking to just you, I'm also talking to myself, because I learn as well, okay? I'm still learning. I'm still learning, my darling. Sometimes I even come back to my own video to watch it again and pick one or two things from the video. Oh, it is not easy to be a mama. So please, if you love content like this, then you want to relax and enjoy watching this video to the very end. And please, my darlings, you already know by now, your baby girl has been monetized. I'm going to do a special video for that. I've already written that in my community tab the day I posted it, okay? So yes, I got monetized in 3 days. So but this is not the video for it, okay? I'm going to do a special video for that, where I will get to tell you guys the whole story, the whole process, and how this whole monetization was made possible. So now that's to say, please do not skip the ad placed in my video, okay? Where man they walk now, where man go chop. Abi, Biko, please, let me say it in English. For those who don't understand Niger Pidgin, please do not skip the ad placed in my video. You know why? Because where a man walks is where he will eat from. Abi, right? So please, my darlings, do not skip the ads in my video. So I'll be sharing with you guys 1, 2, 3 or 4 tips, okay, on how I organize myself as a mom. I'll just go with the flow. I might give more than 1, I might give more than 2 or more than 3 or more than 4 tips. Like I said, I will go with the flow, okay, my darlings. Now, before I get into the tips, I get this question a whole lot via Instagram DMs. I mean, you guys, if you've watched my appreciation video, I mean my 1,000 subscriber appreciation video, you already know by now how I started YouTubing, okay? It all started from Instagram. So yes, I get a lot of messages, a lot of DMs on especially from close friends like, Becky, how do you keep up with motherhood? I mean, how are you so organized? How do you get the house tidy? How do you get to engage your kids in home lessons. Yeah, I do a lot of home lessons with my kids. Okay, how do you get to do all of that, my darlings, my beautiful people? The truth is this: I do my best. I do my best. I just have to repeat that. I do my best, okay? And I think that is enough. Yes. So when you give your best is enough, because mama, you can't do it all. And because I myself too cannot do it all, that is why I had to create this video, okay, just to share with you guys how, from my own experience, how I, keep myself organized as a mom, okay, my own way. So now, with that being said, okay, the number one thing is this: change your mindset. Change your mindset. Now, motherhood is not a competition. It's not a competition of who gives their child the best healthy food. I'm not saying do not give your child a healthy food, okay? But it is not a competition. It is not a competition of, whose house is the neatest. Then again, I'm not saying do not keep your house neat. Get my point? It is not a competition. You know why? Because once you put yourself in that competitive, how do I say it? Once you put yourself in that competitive mood, once you put yourself in that pot, once you put yourself in that competitive cage, yes, it's a cage, it becomes a big problem. And by the time it becomes a big problem, you start doing things more than the way your body can carry, because you want to keep up to that competition. And that's the angle where I am coming from. So yes, change your mindset. Do things according to your own satisfaction as a mother. Now that will take us to number 2 tips, which is what? Prioritize. Prioritize. I'll share with you guys how I prioritize my day-to-day life. Okay, so my darlings, I would like to share with you guys how I prioritize my daily activities. Okay, now what I do is this: the beginning of a new week, which is usually on Mondays, I write down the things that I would like to achieve on each day, okay, for the week. Okay, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so once the kids go to school, I use that time, okay, just let's say a few minutes or an hour at most, okay, to write down the things that I would like to achieve, or the things that I would like to make sure that I accomplish before the end of the day. So I do this on a daily basis. Like, I write the plan out for each day in the week. I don't know if I'm making sense, okay? So I try as much as possible to make this list realistic. Let me say that again. I try as much as possible to make this list realistic. You know why? Because it's not about writing a whole lot down. It's not about writing from 1 to 100. Okay? Put down the things that are very important, that you know that once you're able to accomplish them, you know there's this satisfaction that you had, or that you had a productive day. Now, for example, let me use a Friday for example. Reason because Friday is just one of those days in the week that I do not joke with. Okay, it's the beginning of the weekend for most persons, especially for me. Okay, I bulk cook for my family. I usually do 1 week bulk cooking for my family on Saturdays. So Fridays are the days when I most likely go to the market, okay, either to refill items that are finished or about to finish. I know I do monthly bulk shopping, okay, but sometimes before the month runs out, you're already running out of a few things, okay. So whenever I have to refill or restock, I use my Fridays to do that, okay, because it's just a day to Saturday when I have to do my weekly bulk cooking. Okay, now one of the major things, okay, that I do in terms of going to the market to restock is buying the proteins that I use in cooking my kids' food. I mean, their lunch to school, not just for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, Oh, my darlings, you know what? Let me just, put a clip of what I'm trying to talk about. I'll just put a market clip of what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Okay, my darling, so this is how I buy animal proteins, and God bless the lady that taught me this. I mean, I didn't know this by myself. Someone taught me, okay? So, and I'm sharing it with you guys. So, my darlings, I buy these animal proteins using the guideline of my food menu, okay? Now, that's to say that I buy them in portions that I know, okay, will last us for 1 month at most. Okay, my darlings, I buy mackerel fish, either half carton or a quarter. It all depends, okay, on my budget for that month. And then I buy eggs, either a crate or 2 crates. And then I also buy chicken. Okay, now my darlings, with the way I buy these things, I don't have to go to the markets every day, okay? And it is very economical, not just the fact that it helps me stay organized. I mean, each time that I want to cook, I just bring out 1 or 2, whichever protein that I have on my food menu for that day. I also buy veggies in likes of tomato, carrots, and etc. So all these things, it's all about planning. And that's why I said you should prioritize the things that are important to you. Okay, if on Mondays I choose to say, oh, okay, on this Monday, I'll make sure, okay, I clean the whole house, nothing else will come in between. I know that, okay, from this time to this time, before the kids get back from school, I'm done cleaning the house, okay? And I know that, okay, I've done this for this week. Or how many times do you clean your house? I mean, like proper deep cleaning, okay? I do that once. I do deep cleaning once. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do deep cleaning once in a week. I'm not going to kill myself, okay? So yeah, I do deep cleaning once in a week. I can clean the whole house, and that's it. Every other day might just be sweeping, dusting, and that's it, okay? Now you can choose to say, okay, on Monday from 10 to 12 I'm going to concentrate on cleaning, and that's what it is going to be. And then I'll probably rest an hour or 2 before going for school runs again. Then bring the kids back, give them their lunch, they take a bath, take a nap, and then that, okay, by 4-5 thereabouts, you're doing dinner. It's dinner time, and then after everyone have their dinner, it's clean up time. And I mean, get your kids involved in chores. There are chores for every age. My kids, they like helping out. Trust me, guys, they love helping out a whole lot. So I get, sometimes when I'm dressing their bed in their room, I ask them to join me, and they are so excited to do that. I mean, I'm not giving them any difficult chores to do, but whenever they see me, okay, dressing the bed, they want to join me in dressing the bed. I mean, there are ways to do these things so you don't get yourself too, choked and or too worn out, and then you start passing aggression on the kids because you are tired. You are. Oh my God, motherhood is a whole lot. It's a whole lot, my darlings. I'm talking from experience. I try not to put myself in that position where I get so tired, and any little thing the child does, then I'll start shouting, I'll start screaming, I want to fling my hand, or any of all those things, because you are tired, you are stressed out. But when you prioritize the things that you do on a daily basis, I don't think you will get to that breaking point. I don't know if you get my point, Mama. These are the things that I do, that I help myself, because I can't do it all. It is not possible. I can't do it all. It is not possible. There is no way you can do it all. Another thing is delegate. Delegate, Mama. Delegate if you can, please. Delegate. For those of you mamas who have house help, amazing, beautiful. I wish I'll bring myself to that point where I would say, okay, it's time for you to have a house help, Becky. But I don't think I've gotten to that point yet. So because I've not gotten to that point, because I don't have anyone yet, this is how I have been managing myself, and I'm not losing my mind. I'm a human physiologist. That is what I studied in school. So I am very careful with everything that has to do with the body, with the human body system. Maybe because I am medically inclined. So I know how to manage my body, because at the end of the day, I do not want to get to that breaking point. If you do not know how to manage stress, it is going to tell on you health-wise. So mama, you can't do it all. It is not possible. That is why when people tell me, Becky, how do you keep your house tidy? How do you do this? How do you do that? How are you able to? No, baby, calm down. I just give in my best. And my best looks so beautiful. Because I don't show you the other side. I just show you my best. I can't do it all. You can't do it all. It is not possible. Sometimes I even write out plans for the day, and I still end up not covering everything that I wrote down for that day. But the most amazing thing about writing down this plan is I prioritize. You see, the first three on my list, the first 2-3 things on my to-do list on a daily basis are usually the most important things I know I need to get done that day. So once I do one, I do two, I do three. Sometimes I might have done sometimes I do 1, 2 before school run time. To go pick up my kids from school, and then once I bring them back, it all depends on the atmosphere of the house, I will manage to do 3. And once I get to that point of 3 and I see that I can't do 4, I can't do 5, I don't stress it. I leave it. I don't push it. Once I get to that 5 p.m., because that is usually when I start my evening routine. And I don't joke with my routine, guys. Some of my friends have said that Becky lives a programmed life. But that is what is helping me stay sane. That's what is actually helping me stay sane as a mother. Even those that have house help still complain that motherhood is a whole lot. Talk more of someone like me that do not have a house help. That is why I keep hammering on the fact that routine is very important. We can never overemphasize on the importance of having a realistic routine. It will help you live a structured life. Now, my sweetheart, like I said earlier, once it gets to 5 p.m., whatever I have not done in my to-do list, of course, I must have done 1, 2, and 3. I'm hammering on it because I make sure my 1, 2, and 3 are the most important things I must accomplish that day. So once I have done those 3 things, and it's 5 p.m., I leave the rest and I start my evening routine, because anything I miss will affect the next day. In my evening routine, 5 p.m., I've started prepping for dinner. Once we are done eating dinner and I've bathed my kids, I go back to the kitchen to make sure I clear every single thing in the kitchen. I make sure I clean the kitchen. So yes, I clear up the kitchen. Reason because it helps the next day to be very productive. It helps lessen the chaos in the morning of the next day. Imagine me with everything that has been planned out for the next morning. With the rush, with the school run rush, I'll start washing plates that same morning. I will end up my kids might end up going to school by 8 or 9 if I do that. Or imagine me ironing uniforms on the morning of school run. No. And that's why I said prioritize the things that are very important. You see, my Saturdays, after cooking and all of that, while I'm cooking, I am doing laundry. while I am but cooking, I am doing laundry. I mean, the washing machine is just close by, so it's just to throw in whatever I want to throw in, and then I take them outside to spread them out. Once they dry out, Sundays, I make sure I iron out all the uniforms for the whole week. From Monday to Friday, I iron out all the uniforms on Sundays. And then we do homeworks on Sundays. It all depends on whatever activity that comes in between. I mean, on Sundays. So I'm just giving all of this as I'm just throwing in little things that I do on these days. Other things, of course, will come in between. Okay? So it's very important, number one, to change your mindset and do your best as a mother. Give your best, not the expectation of other persons or other people, whoever it is. Give your best as a mother. If you're convinced that you're giving your best, then your best is enough. You're not in competition with anybody. Motherhood is not a competition. Just do your best as a mother. And then number two, prioritize your daily activities. Do only the things that are important, because you can get carried away with the things that are not important and then end up not doing the things that are important, and then you end up having a chaotic life as a mother, which leads to aggressiveness, and you start transferring it to the kids. They are not your burden. They're not meant to be a burden. Children are a blessing from God. They are beautiful. I mean, motherhood is so beautiful. Mama, do you remember the day you gave birth to your child? Do you remember the joy? Do you remember the celebration? Do you remember the jubilation? Do you remember all of that? So I'm not wrong when I say children are a blessing from God. They shouldn't be a burden to you. Mama, your children, your child shouldn't be a burden, and they shouldn't be the reason for what? For your aggressiveness. There are ways to balance it all. Okay, now my beautiful people, I have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please do not forget to give my video a big thumbs up before you go, okay? And kindly drop me a comment on your own organizing tips, okay? It might be helpful to a mom out there, or even to me. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure other moms will appreciate reading your comment as well. We are all learning. Nobody knows it all. No mom knows it all, okay? Even while I am talking, I'm also learning myself. Okay, my darlings, I would love to see you in my next video. Do not make this your last. I have a playlist of all the lovely contents that I create in my channel, okay? Please do watch other videos, okay, my darlings. Now I have to run. It's almost school runs time, okay, my beautiful people. I need to go now. I need to run now. Bye bye.